Ever watched Men in Black and thought, was there another agency out there that did the same thing those guys do, but not aliens? Rest in Peace Department, R.I.P.D. It's a total buddy cop movie. Total buddy cop. You go in there with zero expectations and you will love this movie because it's a lot of slapstick. Jeff Bridges is killing it with being this Western dude that's got a lot of issues. It's crazy. Enjoyed it. I was laughing pretty hard. Other people around me were laughing pretty hard. Yeah, you know, you're watching like, this is kind of like Men in Black, but that's okay because Men in Black is aliens and these are dead people that don't want to stay dead. So you can kind of say in its own way it's a little original, but it's just taking some other ideas and doing something new with it. You've got Ryan Reynolds in it. Pretty interesting team up there with Jeff Bridges, Ryan Reynolds. You know, you've kind of got Jeff Bridges always playing these serious kind of roles or kind of, you know, not comedic like Ryan Reynolds does. Put them together. It's a great stew. Predictable at times, plot very predictable, but it does have some pretty cool camera element stuff with like freeze frame things, like time freezes and looking around, seeing everything, kind of like you're on an acid trip. Don't do drugs. Crack is whack. Got some good editing cuts, has some interesting, you know, one-shot things going on. So it's a good movie. So yes, in a nutshell, go see the movie. Great movie. So I'm gonna give this movie a solid 7.9. Yeah, I'm diversifying a little bit. 7.9. It's worth watching. Check it out. All right, my man Nick. Did you like this movie?
I did. I enjoyed it.
Are you fully aware that this was based on a Dark Horse comic book?
I am. I haven't read the comic book, but I am aware that it was based off of the comic book.
I actually was not until I was looking at it and it said, oh, based on a comic book. I was like, oh, okay, cool. How would you feel with the chemistry with Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Bridges?
I thought it worked well. I thought they were going for a deep comedy thing. The whole thing wasn't supposed to be taken seriously, of course. So I think that it got to slapstick at points where one was trying to be serious and the other one was just full-on cowboy. But I think it worked really well. The movie has a lot of similarities to Men in Black and has that exact same feel. I think they have the same kind of dynamic to a point where one was trying to be serious. The only thing is that they're both supposed to be quote-unquote serious in Men in Black. Like they're both supposed to be good cops, whereas Jeff Bridges' character was just out there. He absolutely was a huge part of the humor in this movie. He was funny. The one-liners throughout the entire movie were just fantastic.
Did you also like, though, how he made a reference of why, like, you know, like when you're watching a movie and you think, like, well, who would do that? Why would someone do that? How he called that out?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
The script was smarter than it needed to be, I think. They could have just not explained half the stuff they explained and they would have been fine and it just would have been a fun ride, but I think that they did a pretty good job on the script. There were a number of times where it started to drag a little bit, but I think that's just the style of movie it is. I mean, you're not super immersed in the movie. I mean, it's a slapstick comedy. It's just silly.
So what would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
I gave it a 7. It was fun. It was a fun ride.
There you go.
It wasn't, you know, genius. I'm not running out to buy the Blu-ray, but I'm glad I watched it. It was worth the ticket.
You buy it on DVD?
Probably not. Blu-ray.
No, he said he wasn't going to buy it on Blu-ray.
Okay, good.
So then I asked if he was going to buy it on DVD.
Blu-ray's better.
What's up, Mike?
Well, next question. R.I.P.D. The first one when I saw the trailer on YouTube, I'm like, I'm going to see that. I'm going to see that. I'm with you, with or without you. Jeff Bridges, I knew was going to carry this movie.
No, you didn't.
Oh yeah, it was.
No, you didn't.
He really made this movie worth watching. He copies his character Rooster Coburn from True Grit by the Coen brothers. That version, not the John Wayne version. Because John Wayne's dead. He couldn't possibly play the character in this movie. He's dead. He died back in 1979. So Ryan Reynolds. Not a big fan of Ryan Reynolds. He's an okay actor. I know he's
Ryan Reynolds is phenomenal.
He's a very devoted actor. He works hard with every role. He prepares for every role he plays, especially X-Men Origins.
Except Green Lantern. So how would you rate visual effects with this one?
Visual effects, some of it was good, some of it looked pretty fake, surprisingly.
Yeah, we've seen faker
but since it's based on a comic book, I'm willing to forgive that. Now, when I say fake, I'm not talking about the monsters. I know they purposely made them look that way. I'm not talking about that. I'm not stupid. I know they made them look fake because they're monsters. They're supernatural. I'm talking about like some of when the cars are getting sucked up by those things, they just look.
That was totally real. They sucked up real cars. Watch behind the scenes. Yes.
Holy shit! That must have been f***ing expensive. Now I'm gonna have to put bleeps in there. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Make a note of that, editor, which is me talking to my future self right now, who's probably laughing watching this. So, out of 5 stars, after noting the visual effects and the acting, I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5. Jeff Bridges in this movie would not have been as good without him. I hope he gets some award recognition for his role in this. He really
Probably
put
not.
into a lot. Maybe not, but
Probably not.
I'd watch it again just because he's in it and the way his character is. It's just very entertaining. little over the top. That's why I didn't give it the extra half star or extra star to make it full 5. I rarely give a perfect score. Titanic's one of the few exceptions.
What do you think is one of the best buddy cop movies? Let me know. Shoot it down there. Let us know what you think, how we're doing. Go on ahead, subscribe, rate, comment, like it, favorite it, share it. Get the word out there. Like little pamphlets, leaflets, something. We will see you next week when we do. I would make claws come out, but I don't have adamantium power. We're gonna watch the Wolverine. A lot of interesting stuff with that one. See you then.